picked up these lights at Walmart today. They were $15. Let's see if I can plug these in. This is just one light on. The lights, oh, that's the one I turned on. There's two strips. And I just hooked it over the metal part here. There was no assembly. The only thing I had to put on were the chains. And they link together. So I had watched The Rustic Gardener, and he recommended the 550 lumens. So if you watch his videos, they're very informative. Anything over 5,000. And then this is supposed to be Kelvin, but it doesn't give a Kelvin, so he did say daylight. So hopefully these will work. We'll find out. So I've been working on putting up a second light shelf. I didn't feel like the plants were getting enough going across this way. I'll do a better example in a minute. But you are supposed to take these little S-hooks and put it in the light this way. And every time I adjust them, these little S-hooks fall out. Super irritating. So I went and got some zip ties and I run it through where the S-hook would go. So then hopefully I will be able to better hold them together. Oh, I think I went the wrong way on that one. Here, flip it around. And there we go. Better. And get another zip tie. On the other side. So I put a twist tie in each part of the light, then this is normally where the S-hook would have went. And I got the chain assembled, let me let this up, onto the shelf there. And now I have to get the S-hook onto the zip tie. Then after I do that, I can put a zip tie to the chain and to the light. I'm gonna have to figure out a better system, but that's all I can figure out for the moment. So then I take a twist tie through the twist tie on the light and then through the chain. And tighten it up. I can make these a little higher and tighten up the twist tie as I go. And then I can take the little S-hook out. Let me adjust that a little bit. Alright, get another twist tie. Go through the zip tie, through the chain. Tighten it up, and then take the S-hook out. So from here, what I decided, if I wanted to tighten the light up, I can go through the chain and then hook it up on a higher spot on the chain, raising the light. So that's the best I've came up with so far. But things are working pretty well. Let me see if I can move you up here. Now, the tomatoes have all came up. And you can see that some of them have a lean a little bit. And I had originally, let me back out, on the shelf, they are now long ways. And I had them, if I move this, all the tags are gonna hit, but I had them in like this, and there was a gap in between the lights here. And so the lights in the middle of this or on the outside edge, like these, were leaning in. So I mean, the YouTube videos I watched, people did put 4 on these shelves. I just feel like, being my first time, not knowing exactly what to expect or what I'm doing, I am gonna go ahead and leave them directly under the lights because I just don't want any issues. I do have heating mats sandwiched in between cardboard, and there is one pepper that came up, but this whole tray is peppers, and they went in at the same time as this whole tray of tomatoes, and the tomatoes are up. So I feel like obviously peppers take longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this other shelf down here. I have 3 flats, and then it'll leave me room to take out the tomatoes and make another tray after these have grown into just tomatoes. This is the timer I bought. It has been working well once I figured out how to use it. I have it plugged in now, so there's lots of cords on it, but you actually push down all the little teeth on it, and then you have to turn this to the time it is currently. That's one thing that I missed. It does turn, I'm not going to move it. This side is always on, so that's my heat mats, and then this side is the lights that turn off. Right now I have it going for 18 hours until everything pops up, and then I'll turn it down to 16 hours. The other thing that I missed was this little switch on the side right there, and there's on. This way is on, and this way is timer, and that's the other thing I missed. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. But once I figured it out, it's works pretty good. And we have sprouts. We have mostly tomatoes. They came up first. But today I noticed a few of the peppers came up. This is the pepper tray. Planted them in a little bit of a bigger pot, more of like a 2.5 by 2.5 or 3, not sure. And then these were in smaller ones. But so exciting that we have sprouts. Now we can see if we can keep them alive and growing for about 8 weeks, 10 weeks. Not sure after my research on when we can plant outside. Seedling update. I planted these back on 12/2. You can see that. And I actually fertilized them for the first time on Christmas Day. But I had separated them out. 4 head came up in each pot. And I separated them out to do 1 in each pot. And as you see, I've gone back to doing 4 across the bottom. I did separate the lights back out. I don't know if you can see in there. But I did put tin foil in the gap in the middle. Most of the stuff I learned is on YouTube, but it seems like to be going well. These up here, I started a little later. I think they were like 2 weeks behind. There's tape on one of the sides. And these are all separated out and doing well. I will eventually have 4. I did do some more peppers. These are peppers I had in my garden that I saved the seeds and was testing, and the orange bites came up, and other ones haven't came up yet, but these were planted on 12/12. Basil, cilantro, some flowers, some more peppers and tomatoes I got in stock, and then more peppers and tomatoes up here. This tomatillo back there is throwing things off. He's so tall I have to keep raising it, but these aren't quite at his level. So that is one problem I have ran into, of certain things wanting to be at different levels of the light. But everything is going well so far. Like I said, I did fertilize for the first time the other day, and I am extremely happy with the progress we have made. Thanks for learning and growing with the Woodpile, where everything is an experiment.